Tommy Bowes again Friday night, obviously, and after the league defeat a couple of weeks ago, kind of revenge will be in the air maybe.
Well, I think when we played Bowes 3 weeks ago, they blew us off the park. You know, they came out of the traps at the start to score an early goal, and we were on the back foot. And it was it was a very difficult night for us, and they really tore into us, and we found it very difficult to get into the game. And obviously, then in the second half, we had the Lenny incident when the game was held up for such a long time, and it seemed to knock us back. So look at on the night we were beaten fair and square, and Bo's given an outstanding performance. So I suppose it's so fresh in the memory. It means that the fact we're at home in the cup, it gives us an opportunity sort of to try and rectify things and be prepared from the start, you know.
Yeah. And how important is it to the club, like from a financial point of view, say as well, to kind of dovetail the league season with the cup run this year?
Well, I think there's two things in that. Obviously, the longer you stay in the cup, it's more finances for the club, obviously. But from my point of view, it's just the romance of the cup. Everyone knows, you know what I mean, that you get to the Aviva for a cup final. We have never been in the Aviva since it was done up, and we haven't won the cup since 2007. And I think it's a bit like a championship day out or an All-Ireland day out. People love to go for a cup final, and we haven't been at that stage for a long time. So it's a good opportunity to get us into the quarter final, and while we know it's going to be very difficult, I think everyone likes the feeling that you're still in the cup, and there's a good buzz when you're in the cup, and it's a break from the league. And I think it's personally, from my own point of view, when I played, you always loved going as far as you could in the cup, because the excitement of knockout football and that. So look, it's a good opportunity for us.
And team wise or injury wise for the weekend, Jonathan is touch and go, is there?
Yeah, it's a bit, I suppose, to be fair, this morning picking up the pieces, we have a lot of guys with the last couple of days have had knocks and bruises and whatever, so we have quite a few guys on the treatment table. But at the moment, I suppose Rob Lehan is out. John is back training was in the morning, so we'll wait until match day with him. And then we have a few niggly injuries: Danny Morrissey, Darren Denny, but I'd expect all them to be available for and Ross Gaynor is the only one that's cup tied in, so he's out for Friday night.
Will you look to rotate your side, or will you look to put out the strongest possible side you can?
Oh, absolutely. We'll be putting our strongest team Friday night. It's the biggest cup competition. It's different than some of the other cups. I know maybe the League Cup early in the season, or the Monsignor Cup or Satanic Cups. I know teams chop and change for those to give guys gains, but the FA Cup is the biggest cup competition. We'll be going with our strongest team on the night.
What's the current update in the Brian Dillon situation?
We have it's very, very close. One bid is will be decided the next 24 hours whether we'll accept it or not, and there's another bid that's close as well. So I would expect probably after Friday night he'll probably have played his last match for us, and whether I can stretch it out to the following week against Athlone, I'm not sure, but my gut feeling is probably not, that Friday night will be his last appearance.
Are you looking at players now that can fill that void in terms of your squad? If Brian does go, which he probably is now, are you looking in the future now as who's going to fill that void straight away?
Yeah, well, I suppose look at as you've seen over the last couple of months, we've strengthened our panel. We were very tight for the first half of the season. We've strengthened. We brought in a lot of new players. So at the same time, we have competition in those areas. Obviously, we have Ross, Johnny Dunleavy, John Kavanagh, Michael McSweeney, all guys that can play in the full pack. Gavin Kavanagh, all guys can play the full pack position. And so from that point of view, I think we're well covered. Obviously, personally, it would be great if we could hold Brian till the end of the season, but being realistic, that isn't possible now. And so I suppose we've made plans, and obviously with the panel that we have now, I think we're well covered to while it will be disappointing that he goes. At the same time, you obviously wish him well, but at the same time, I think we're well covered to cover that position.
Johnny, what's the latest with Michael Rafter? Has he been released? Or
no,
not officially.
No, Michael is in. No, Michael is. Well, the problem with Michael is that he won't play again for this season. Okay, so medically we're still treating Michael. Unfortunately, is that his contract will run out at the end of the season. So we've been trying to give him the best medical care that we can to keep, because obviously his operation was covered, his physio is covered at the moment. We're doing that. I suppose from Michael's point of view is that he's been told it'll probably be another 6 to 9 months before he'll be able to go back into full-time training, which from his point of view probably means that it's probably going to be the middle of next season. Before. So, I suppose.
Had an operation. Did he have that here?
He had the operation about 6 weeks ago in Dublin. Yeah, so it was quite a serious operation. So he's actually on recovery at the moment. He's in the Mar twice a week, getting treated by us, and we're looking after him and doing the best. But it is going to be a slow process. So from a contract point of view, his contract runs out in the end of October. We've already spoken about maybe doing something with a contract in the future, but that all depends on his injury, how it settles down, how he recovers from it, and obviously when he goes back training, see how he is, and so it's very much a long distance one at the moment.
I don't know. Did you see the state, like the Bows pitch though? The game was called off. Like, do you think that the referee made the right decision in calling it off?
Being honest, I don't think I'll go down that road. I have enough to be worrying about. I suppose, look, it was probably disappointing for both teams because they were obviously expecting a crowd of 3,500. So from that point of view, it's never good a game to be called off so late. But I suppose, to be fair, I wasn't there. It did look, it looked rough. Like the pitch looked rough. It has been for a while, and obviously there's been issues. The Bows have issues that they've no groundsman, which is obviously causing a bit of a problem there. But I suppose it was just probably disappointing for both teams because no one likes a game to be called off. But looking on the photographs, it looked bad. Like so, so it was just probably disappointing that the game was off for both teams. But the referee probably made the right decision.
Draw with Bray, I suppose. Do you think that's the end of our league title bid, or is still?
Oh no, definitely not.
Games to go. Do you still
Yeah,
think you can turn it around?
Definitely, yeah. It's all to play for. It was would have been nice to come away with the 3 points, alright, which we probably should have with the chances we created. But that happens, So, but definitely, I think it's all to play for. So we move on and we look forward to the next league game.
What about your own farm? You've been playing excellently.
Yeah, it's going well now so far, thank God. I keep working on my game now and keep trying to get better. So thankfully it's going well at the moment.
Are you still keen to try and get in the score sheet a bit more often?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I thought I had one against Bray there, and the defender blocked it off the line and hit the post. But I'm always looking to add goals. As a midfielder, I think you have to.
What are you looking for from Friday? I mean, you played against Bows a couple of weeks ago in Daly Mount.
Yeah, we need to be at it. We need to be at it, yeah. We need to be high tempo. We need to be doing things quick, and it's going to be a good game, I think, yeah.
The last thing you need is probably your replays, was it? You don't
yeah, given the amount of games we've had this week anyway, it's tough with training and games. So, yeah, we'd like to just go out and win the game, hopefully,
Yeah. Your name, I don't know whether you're aware of it or not, but it might be just in the papers. But your name has been linked with 1 or 2 clubs in England again, given the performances you've been putting in. So still kind of keen to move back to England, maybe.
You want to play at the highest level, but at the moment I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing with Cork City. There's, to be honest, I didn't even know about that. So I just keep training every day and playing and looking forward to the next game Friday night. That's all I'm doing.
And how do you think the team will carry on? Will they expect Brian Lennon to be leaving?
Yeah, I think we've depth in our squad. As John was saying, there's a few players that can fill in, so I think we'll be alright.
Do the players feel now that they actually have to perform for the Cup? As John said, it was 2007 since they were last in the Aviva. Do you feel as players that you really have to perform now and you have to progress well in the Cup as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's huge. The FA Cup is it's massive. As a player, as John was saying, it's like it's a final. You go up to the Aviva, huge crowd, huge stadium. It's brilliant. As a player, that's what you want to do. So you give 110% for them games. Just try and get there.
What would a winner's medal mean to you?
It'd be unbelievable.
If you don't win the league, say, but if you can win the cup medal.
Yeah, it'd be huge. It'd be a great honour, to be honest. I'd really like it, yeah.
Because for a lot of the younger lads in the team, it's supposed to be their first medal as such, wouldn't
It would it be my first, like we won the first division, that's probably the only real medal I have, you know, so it'd be a great thing for me to try and get another one.
And that obviously kind of helps as a motivation as well, I suppose, does it?
Oh, big time, yeah, because at the end of your career you want to look back and it's about how many medals you have, you know what I mean, what cups you won and stuff, you know, so I'd like to try and do that, yeah.
And I suppose, like, you know, the crowds have come out with brilliance of kind of force, like in the league, and I suppose you'd be hoping that they'll probably do likewise for the cup fight night again.
Yeah, I said it would, yeah, there's good football being played at the Cross at the moment, you know, so I don't see why not, like, it's a great night's entertainment, so I'd expect so.